Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever you guys are really watching this, a very warm welcome to you. In this video, what we're going to be doing, we're going to be changing these ceiling joists after we had to replace them because they were rotting away. And what we're going to be doing, we're going to be doing some stud work for this new utility room. Let's get to it. So the plumbing boys are finished, first fix is done, boiler's in, great. As I said, what we're going to be doing now, we're going to be carrying on from the floor joists. The ceiling joists are also rotten. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put a photo up of the condition of some of these ceiling joists. Just look at that, it's absolutely horrendous. That's what we've been fighting through this entire time. It is absolutely shocking. We've had a roofer in, we've had to replace some of the rafters up by here, and also the wall painting parts as well. It's just been riddled in damp and rot, and I just can't wait to get all this done. So yeah, as I said, we're gonna just rip out the last bit of the ceiling joists and some of the old timbers, and we're gonna get some new ceiling joists in, and we're also gonna put up the stud work, the CLS stud work, to show you how you do that as well. So let's get to it. A quick tip before I actually put the ceiling joist in. Now, when you're looking at the picture of the roof, it's really important that you cut the angles of your ceiling joist at the right degree. Now, the best way I think of doing it is just get a cheap offcut and just start cutting it, checking it, cut, check, cut. Now, you can actually get some tools, but if you haven't got any tools and you're just a DIY and you're just doing it quickly, just get an offcut, make sure you got the right degree of the pitch, and then just use that as a template. So quick and easy. Hope that's useful. Okay, we've managed to get one of the ceiling joists in already. The boss has just come back and she's actually said that she wants one of the ceiling hatches with the pull down ladders. So I don't know what the dimensions are right now. So what I'm gonna do is leave that part and then get on to doing some of the stud work and the floor joists, the floor boards, and catch up with in a minute. Right, when I'm actually doing stud work, I'm thinking about three things. I'm thinking about the electrics, I'm thinking about the doorway, and then I'm also thinking about the plasterboards. Now, there's different types of plasterboards, different types of doorways and doors, and also you need to be thinking about building regs when it comes to electrics. So let's just quickly run through it. There's no standard size door in the UK. There's the most popular one, which is the 672, and that's the doorway that we're actually going to be using. But you could have taller ones, you could have wider ones, you could be putting in old doors, which are, you know, let's be honest, all different types of sizes. So you really need to know what door you're putting in first before you start doing the stud work. So you've got the 672 width, and then you're also thinking, okay, you need 28mm either side for the door frame. And then I add about another 5mm for a bit of play to make sure that you're lining it up with packers and everything else like that. So for me, I've put in an opening of therefore 828. That is what I've made sure we've got in terms of the opening. Secondly, electrics. We are going for obviously a new rewire, which means that all electric lights, switches cannot be more than 1.2 meters off the ground. So if you see here, we've already started marking it out, just down by here. Let me switch it around. There we are, we've got some marks going on. So that means that I know I've got 1.15 I've come up to make sure that I'm absolutely certain I'm not above that 1.2 meters. So I'll do a cross piece there. When you fit in plasterboard, you need to know, are you going to be using the 2.4 times 1.2 or using the 1.8 times 0.9? Because again, then you need to be knowing where your cross pieces are and where your struts are. So I'm actually going to be using 2.4 by 1.2 plasterboard. The width of this is under 1.2, just actually. It's about 1.15, I think. So that's fantastic. And then the height is actually above 2.4. So I'm going to need to add a cross piece at the top to make sure I can fasten my plasterboard to it. So you go 2.4 from the ground all the way up, and then you do a cross piece there. What we're also doing, each strut is 400 apart. So 40 centimeters. So that means you can actually get some good fixings on. So I need to put one here, and I'll do that now, and I'll show you guys how to do it. Right, so the height of these is actually 2,585, but I've made sure that I've given it an extra 3 mil, I think, to be honest, because I really want a tight fix. So let me just get a hammer to whack it in place. 1 second. There it is. And now we just need to make sure it is plumb. There we are, lovely, between the lines. What you may notice is that the floor plate goes all the way across, including where the doorway is. Now, that's the way I do it. I think it's the best way and easiest way of doing it. What I'll do, I'll cut these sections out then with a saw or a multi-tool and make sure that I've got everything plumb. And there we have it. It is out. Right guys, and that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Sorry about all the costume changes. I've had more costume changes than Madonna in this one. It was filmed during the weekend of Father's Day, so I've been back and forth doing other things as well as doing the house. So thank you very much for watching. If you do like this type of content, make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, and I'll see you in the next one. Laters.